Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-November 2022 reading for the zodiac sign of Aquarius. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. Also, I do recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. With that being said, let's go and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close the last few weeks or month. Column number 2 is going to be a look at the remainder of November. We're going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We're also going to do 3 yes or no questions, take a look at your crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, let's go to column number 1, which is what's wrapping up and coming to a close, Aquarius. We have stretch. And when we see the stretch card, it's usually that things have been a little bit more challenging than they typically would have been. So these last few weeks, you had to stretch a little bit harder to get things done, Aquarius. Let's take a look though and see what messages we have coming underneath that stretch card. Still got things done, just not as easy as we would have liked them to be typically. Okay, the first card we have is the Ace of Pentacles. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. In the case of Ace of Pentacles, this is new job, raise, promotion, investment, some sort of new money. So nice financial card there for you. We love that new money card. The next card that we have is the Justice card. The Justice card is always a favorable outcome for you. This is cause and effect, win-win solutions. Again, you probably had to work hard for this though, and maybe harder than you would have liked to with the stretch card at the top. The Justice card is also a really good card in terms of court, contracts, legal matters, those type of things, of course, indicating favorable outcome there for you. But it's like you've worked hard for this. In some cases, you worked very hard for it with the stretch card, but reaping the benefits there. And then at the bottom, we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a card of being resourceful with our resources. I'm just going to throw this out here. If you haven't been doing this, you should be. Just because you have more money doesn't mean you should start spending more money. So take this as a reminder to reassess your savings, your spending, your budgeting, whatever it may be. Because again, more money doesn't necessarily mean just spend more money. So being good, being resourceful with the resources you have. That's not to say that you haven't been doing that, Aquarius, but I'm just throwing out the reminder. Also with that Queen of Pentacles, it's very domestic, so you could have entered into a new relationship or got engaged or married as well. Perhaps if that's the case, things took a little bit longer than you thought they would with the stretch card. But let's go and clarify this first column. First clarifier is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a card of anxiety, worry, grief, depression. Nightmares. This person's quite literally sitting up in bed worried about something. You seem to be really stressed about this new money, like it wasn't going to happen, or this new job wasn't going to happen, or this promotion wasn't going to happen. The nice thing is this is what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so this energy is going away, and it seems like you did get the money, you did get the job, you did get the promotion, you did get the investment. But again, there's a lot of angst and concern that maybe it wasn't going to work out for you, Aquarius. The next card we have is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a desire for long-term security. This is wanting something you didn't have. And again, it seems like this has corrected itself. It's the Justice card. You are getting what you wanted. You're getting that favorable outcome. So again, this was just showing that you really wanted it and you were really worried about it, worried that you may not get it. Like to see all those cards together again. Those kind of energies have really corrected. You've become fulfilled with what you wanted here, Aquarius. Then at the bottom we have the Magician. The Magician is one of those good cards we like to have anywhere in the reading. It's focused creativity. It's about turning your visions into reality. This again was a really, really good move for you. Maybe I didn't say that yet, so I should preface. This is a good move for you, Aquarius. But again, in order to keep getting the things you want, being resourceful is going to be really important. So now let's say house is a focus. Of course, saving for that house is going to be important. Budgeting for that house. spending accordingly. So again, this is very focused energy. This is about turning your visions into reality, and what this is saying, being resourceful, is going to be one of the ways that you're going to accomplish that. Okay, now let's move on to our next column, just what's in general coming for the remainder of November for you. We have the card magnetism. I love this. This is the ability to attract to you what you want. So more of getting what you want. It seems like we had a year of getting what you want, or not a year, a last few weeks of getting what you wanted, Aquarius, and this is going to continue. The important thing with the magnetism card is make sure you focus on what you want and not what you don't want. Because if you're like debt, and just thinking about not wanting debt, then you're going to attract more debt. So when you think about like the opposite, abundance of money, abundance of happiness, again, just be careful what you're sinking thought into, because what you think is what you're going to get this month. Okay, taking a look at our next row of cards. The first card we have is the Lover's card. Of course, this is a love card. It's a card of partnership, deep love, strength together. Again, some of you did enter into a new relationship in this last column, or maybe there's an advancement of relationship. But I'm seeing a lot of really happy, healthy love energy here. This could also be an indicator of a decision. Anytime we have two of something on a card, it could be a decision. So a decision may need to be made this month, Aquarius. But this seems to be speaking more to the relationship. The next card we have is the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is a card of heartbreak, divorce, loss, depression. Also, this is a card of like pulling the sword from your own heart and doing some healing. What I'm getting, and I'm kind of like jumping ahead here because we haven't talked about the Page of Swords yet, but there's something this month that's coming up that's bothering you that we need to work through. It could very well be with your partner or spouse. I don't like see the relationship ending or anything, but again, there's something that needs to be worked through. At the bottom here, we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is like a gossipy card. It's a card of truth. I feel like you find something else out that bothers you, and like there's some sort of healing that needs to be done here, Aquarius, to correct this. Let's take a look though and see what clarifying messages we have. The first card we have is the Temperance card. This is a card of balance and harmony. Again, this is a really nice, happy, healthy relationship. Again, I don't see the relationship ending. If anything, there's going to be balance and harmony. We're talking about potentially there being conflict, but then restoring back to this balance and harmony. So again, I don't see the relationship ending. It seems strong, it seems healthy, it seems well-rounded, but definitely something to work through here. The next clarifier we have is the Devil card. The Devil card is a card of greed, envy, materialism, obsession. I don't know that I like the word obsession in this situation, but you will be very focused on this and very bothered by it. So again, it is something that needs to be worked through, something that needs to be talked through. A solution needs to be come up with, because it's something that's really going to bother you. So whatever this is that you find out, it's going to bother you. You need to talk about it. You need to work through it. That's not going to be something that you can just like ignore, because it's going to, again, really be irritating you or bothering you. At the bottom here, we have the Knight of Cups. Again, speaking to the health of this relationship. This is like the Prince or Princess Charming. Very romantic, very proposal-like. Again, I don't see this relationship ending. It's the relationship you want. You're very happy here. But do work through whatever this information is that you find out. Okay, moving on to our next column, we're going to take a look at money. I did buy this new deck of money cards. You can't see off to the left here, but we're going to pull a money card for the top. And it's going to be an affirmation for you. So I created blank this month. So what you're going to do is insert amount of money here. And Aquarius, this is going to be your money affirmation for the remainder of November. So you created $1 million this month, or whatever amount you're seeking. But let's take a look and see in terms of money card. So what we're working with, this could be job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, really whatever you associate with money. The first card we have is the Knight of Cups. We were just talking about the Knight of Cups. This is like that Prince or Princess Charming type energy. This is a card of proposals, and I know you're like, okay, this is the money card. Why are we talking about love? But this could be a new, very strong business relationship or money relationship, or this could be some sort of new business proposal. But with this Knight of Cups, keep in mind, like, this is exactly what you are looking for. Like, imagine the most handsome person or most beautiful person you've ever seen. And that's this. It's like knight in shining armor, princess or prince charming. So very, very appealing. So this is going to be a very appealing proposal or some sort of very appealing new relationship for you. So like to see that there. It seems like we're kind of in a funk here, so I'm really hoping that this relationship's going to get turned around. Of course, we'll clarify. The next card we have is the Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Swords is kind of a dark and gloomy card. The sky's dark, the person's laying down flat. All of these swords are stuck into them. It's a low feeling. I will say this affirmation will really help kind of change the way you're thinking about money. This new relationship's really going to help you start thinking or changing the way you think about money or your career. But definitely with this Ten of Swords, some sort of change or shift has to happen here for you, Aquarius. The next card we have is the Ten of Pentacles, or excuse me, not the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a card of desire for long-term security. I do feel like a lot of these low feelings are sourcing from the fact that you want something that you don't have. Hopefully, though, that's the relationship that's coming or the proposal that's coming with that top card. Let's, of course, clarify. First clarifier for this money column is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is very self-sufficient, very honest. Communication's key in this situation. And this is the weird message, Aquarius, but I'm going to throw it out there. Whatever this is, this person, this new relationship, this new business proposal, I see you initiating the conversation. So my advice to you this month is going to be to communicate what you want. Somehow this relationship, it is coming to you, but it came to you because you opened your mouth and said what you wanted. So if you want to be promoted, make sure you have that conversation with your leader. If you're looking for a certain type of business partner, you need to approach somebody that you think would be a good business partner and talk about it. Again, the communication is starting with you with the Queen of Swords. The next card that we have is the Lover's card. The Lover's card is a card, again, of deep love, partnership. But again, what I said before, anytime we have two of something on a card, it is a card of having to make a decision. And in this case, we really have to make the decision to change our mindset or change our approach on this. And I hate to say that because I think it makes it maybe sound oversimplified, but really you kind of have to change your headspace, change your thought process around whatever this is that's making you feel low here. I do think that this could tie back up into the top cards here too. This feels more like person than opportunity, but again, it could be either. But with the Lover's card, again, it feels like more of a person than like a business proposal. At the bottom here, we have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is new project, new inspiration or urge to create. You need to start creating whatever this thing is that you have that you don't want. And again, I think one of the best things you can do is communicate what you want here this month. That seems to be key for you, Aquarius. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. So think family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you think of when you think of love. I'm going to pull you a love card. Again, just like the money card, these are new, so super excited to share them with you. But your love card, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Okay, let's see what cards come into play for love in this column. The first card, we have the Ace of Wands. You have so many repeat cards at the bottom here. But with the Ace of Wands, this is again something new. This is new project, new inspiration, new urge to create. Going back to the card at the very top too, that kind of summary card that we pulled there. This is about starting to work on and start building the things that you want. I do see lots of new, so potentially new relationship, friendship, new opportunity as well for some of you. Maybe you want to turn the corner and kind of start over a relationship that's coming through as a new opportunity. The next card we have is the Star card. The Star card is a card of renewal, hope, inner clarity. This is interesting. I feel like you're very clear on what you want. You know what's feeling right and what's not feeling right. Deep in your heart, you just know. Definitely echoing the card that's up there, but it's like you have this new sense of clarity. And with this new sense of clarity, you can start to create what you want in terms of love. At the bottom here, we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very intentional, very strategic. Again, it's very, very clear on what you want. So use this new opportunity, this new inspiration, this new, this newness to start creating what you want. Because again, you have all of these cards saying you know what you want in terms of love. Let's go ahead and clarify that here. The first card we have is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is wishes coming true. It's material abundance. Wishes coming true is though what's important here. You know what you want, you have the opportunity, and as a result of that, you'll get what you want. So make sure you really capitalize on this new love opportunity, whatever it may be, Aquarius. The next card we have is the Ten of Swords. Interesting, you have side by side Ten of Swords. I feel like some of you are feeling meh about money, you're feeling meh about love, but in this kind of meh position, it gave you time to think about what you wanted and get clear on what you wanted, which is really helpful, Aquarius, because again, the clarity is there now and you have the ability to execute. At the bottom, we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is just having lots of different options. And in terms of love, especially if you're single, sometimes we get to thinking that we don't have options, we don't have choices. There's just lots of options out there for you. So there's no one right or wrong path here. Know that you have a lot of different options, Aquarius. Okay, let's move on to our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card Fortitude. Fortitude's an interesting one. This is about overcoming obstacles. So as things pop up this month or the remainder of this month, you need to just be able to roll with it. Let things roll off, not be concerned, not be worried. But it's kind of that ability to downplay and just keep moving forward. Overcoming obstacles. It's interesting, you have so many repeat cards in the columns next to each other, but moving on, we have our first card, which is the Five of Pentacles. This is a card of desire for long-term security, but this is also worrying. And again, how do I want to say this, Aquarius? As these things pop up, we can't worry about them. We need to keep our eye on the prize. That's the message I'm getting, is keep your eye on the prize. Again, Fortitude is all about being able to overcome any obstacles there may be. The next card we have is the Nine of Cups. This is again wishes coming true. Keep your eye on the prize. There's no obstacle that's going to pop up this month, no matter how worrisome it feels, that's going to stop you from accomplishing what you want this month, which I love. At the bottom here, we have the Ten of Pentacles. This is a card of leaving a legacy. This is retirement. This is long-term. Could be inheritance or some large sum of money. But I feel like in terms of leaving a legacy, this is, again, completing what you wanted to complete. It's like getting that task done and then leaving that legacy. So I love to see this. Again, don't think about the obstacles. Again, Fortitude is that ability to overcome the obstacles, so don't worry about them. You're still going to get what you want. A lot of success coming through here still. Oh, yeah. Okay. The next clarifier we have is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is reliable, hardworking, patient. Again, you just got to keep working at it. Work more, worry less. The next card we have is the Sun card. In terms of good cards in the deck, Aquarius, it really doesn't get much better than the Sun card. This is a card of material happiness, joyous outcomes, success. So there's no doubt that you're not going to accomplish what you want to accomplish. You definitely will be successful. Again, you have such a great pairing of cards with Nine of Cups saying wishes coming true. You have the Sun card, which is saying happiness and success as well. So don't let any of these obstacles keep you back this month. And at the bottom here, this is the Eight of Wands. This is a card of speed, action, quick change. I actually think you're going to accomplish this sooner than you think you're going to. So rather than what it usually is, things taking longer, this seems to be coming quicker, Aquarius. Okay, at this time I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them. But question number 1 is the Eight of Diamonds. This is number 44 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2 is the Ace of Diamonds. This is number 9 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3 is the 10 of Hearts. This is going to be a yes. So no, no, yes for you, Aquarius. If you watched your video earlier this month, we did pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of November. You have heliotrope this month, which is good for differentiation, protection, helps fend off any spiritual or emotional assaults and attacks, and really helps with setting boundaries. And last but not least, we're going to pull a healing note for you. Your healing note says, the practice of forgiveness is the most important factor of healing ourselves. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you feel inclined to make a donation. Thank you so much, Aquarius, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your November.